Oh, there we go. It's a monster. 28 1/4. All right, do the release. It's gently off the side here. Okay, there she goes.
Hey everybody, Dan Kirk, DanKirkOutdoors. I'm sure you've heard of the big fishing scandal in the fishing tournament industry by Chase Cominsky and Jacob Runyan stuffing weights and fillets of fish in their walleyes to be weighed in. Wow, they got caught. It's pretty crazy. If you tell a lie long enough, you start to believe it. And I bet these guys actually thought that they would continue to get away with it. They've done it in the past, probably, more than likely, and they kept doing it. They have won over $300,000 during their run of victories in Ohio. So I was asked my opinion of it, and not only is it horrible to cheat, steal, and lie and deceive like a magician or a politician. Oh, did I just say that? Oh, that's terrible. I can't believe I said that. But anyway, that's awful. I mean, you tell a lie long enough, you start to believe it. And they probably really thought that they deserved to win, which goes against all ways of normal thinking. And they would pat themselves on the back. Plus, I just don't get it. They're hurting the fish. It's like, I catch fish. Most fish I catch, I don't keep. And if I do keep them, I eat them. But I'm not going to harm the fish and then release it. Or even just harm it for the sake of harming a fish. They're shoving lead down a fish. That's horrible. Not just a little bit of lead, but a lot of lead. The fish is going to die. And as a fisherman, do I fish tournaments? No, I don't fish tournaments. I guide. Fishing tournaments, there's a lot of pressure. And I put enough pressure on myself being a guide, taking people out. Because I want to help you find fish. I want to get on fish. And some days, it's just really tough. And I get that. But it's still, I put a lot of pressure on myself. So there's a lot of pressure in the tournament. And I just don't want that. And for me, I've got nothing to prove. Plus, I don't want to have debt on a $100,000 boat and feel like I have to make money, which might cause people to cheat, steal, lie, and deceive. Which, man, it's awful. But anyway, Chase Cominsky, 35 years old, from Hermitage, PA, had his boat taken. They went and seized his boat. So that's kind of the latest information if you haven't heard that. I saw some video of, and you can probably search this and find this, of a bunch of squad cars and other vehicles pulling up to his house, going into his garage, and taking his boat as evidence. It's been seized. So according to reports from CBS affiliate, the Mercer County District Attorney and the Ohio Department of Natural Resources obtained a warrant on October 11th to take the boat registered to Chase Cominsky into evidence as part of an ongoing investigation. So the investigation is still continuing. Okay, here's the latest news, the big update. A grand jury indicted these guys, the bad boy bastards of fishing, 3 felony charges and a misdemeanor. One of the felony charges is cheating in a competition. Another one is attempted grand theft. And the other is possessing criminal tools. And the misdemeanor is unlawful ownership of wild animals. And they each face up to a year in prison for each of the 3 felonies. And the misdemeanor carries a maximum 30-day jail time. But the kicker? They gonna lose their fishing license. Now, I don't know if it's for a year, 10 years, or life. But for a fisherman, ooh, that's a real kick in the nads. Right there. Yeah, all those other things, but man, to not be able to fish again, ever? Whew! That's tough. That's real tough. And do they deserve it? Yeah, I think they do. And they could also be fined thousands of dollars for all this. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. So that's the latest update. Director of that tournament, Jason Fisher, had enough sense to notice that these fish were the same size as most everyone else coming in, but they weighed a lot more. So great job, Jason, for cutting those open and finally revealing the truth. These guys had, one of these guys failed one of the lie detector tests at a previous tournament and were denied winning that tournament. And they were gonna fight it. I don't know how far that went either. But it's like, wow. Man, it just really blows me away. It blows my mind that people would really do this and really hurt the tournament. But although it's gonna help in the long run, I think, because we gotta do something about it. The tournament people gotta do something about it and create some different rules and try to stop cheating. I live in Wisconsin, and there is a big ice fishing derby called Battle on Bago, and they do it really well for that sort of tournament where it's just a lottery essentially. If you get a fish, you register it. Biggest fish, most weight, does not get the best prize, so it's random. But I know they can't do that for this type of fishing. It has to go by weight, and whoever gets the most weight wins, which causes people to maybe catch fish ahead of the tournament, stash them somewhere, and go get them. So I don't know how you can stop that unless you record your entire day of fishing and show your fish and measure your fish and then have them weigh it in at the end. A lot more work, I know, but when there's hundreds of thousands of dollars of prizes available, maybe that's what you have to do. I just don't know. It is a cold October morning. I am getting ready to head out on the Wolf River this morning near the Fremont area to try to find some fish. Just have to go scouting today and see what happens. But yes, Chase Cominsky, 35 years old, had his boat taken and part of the investigation. And Jacob Runyan, he's from Cleveland, Ohio. He's all part of this too. He's 41 years old. And I can't imagine these guys' lives now. Woo! You're gonna have to change your name and move someplace in order to ever fish at a tournament again. So hopefully that won't happen. But man, you know, in a way I feel bad for these guys because they've been smeared totally because of social media, how quickly that happens. So it's like, wow. But they obviously were not in their right mind and deserve some punishment. So we'll see how that all plays out and what happens. So thanks for watching. I'm Dan Kirk, DanKirkOutdoors. Check out my website, fishingguidewisconsin.com. And I was thinking maybe I should title this video, how to feed walleyes lead, or sinking walleyes the easy way, or breaking news of the bad boy bastards of fishing. I might go with that one. So I don't know, if you got a good title, put it down below. Try to find some humor in this. That's what I do for most things that aren't so good. I try to make it funny. So thanks, have a great day, bye bye now.